guys, okay, so before I tell you what Christmas is like for me and what it means to me and traditions that we have in our home, I want to tell you about a competition that we have running over on Channel Mum. Those of you who don't know, I am a Channel Mum vlogger, and I've been doing that for maybe the last year, which is crazy and went really quick. But Channel Mum is a fantastic network of mums that vlog and showcase what it's really like to be a mum, and there's tons of different types of mums that vlog. So really, if you go on there, you're gonna find your type of mum and you're gonna follow that person and see what it's like for them. And it's just a great way of us mums and dads as well, because there is some dads that do it, not feeling so alone and so weird. And it's just, yeah, it's a great place to a great thing to be part of. So go and have a look at their website. However, we are also doing a competition that you need to get involved with today. The deadline is 11 p.m. tonight, so you have to get involved right now. Click the link below and you could win. There's nothing to do other than put in your name and contact details so they can get in contact with you. It's a pick out the hat job, so anybody could win it, and it could definitely be you. And I'd love it if it was one of you lot. I would love it if it was one of you guys that follow me. So the prize is £50 worth of Amazon vouchers, £50 worth of Smith's vouchers, and £50 worth of Primark vouchers. £150 giveaway, and I want you to win. So click below after this, and also go and join the Channel Mum Village and get involved. Follow the Channel Mum YouTube page, and also go on to Channel Mum website as well to have a little look around and connect with all the other mums that are on there. And so today's video is about what Christmas is like for me and my family, and anything that we do, and a mum hack, a sneaky little mum or dad hack that I'm going to share with you that me and my mother-in-law came up with this year. Okay, so Christmas for me is about family and being together, and my pet hate, and I have spoken about this before, is over the top materialism. I don't like where it becomes that it's all about, oh, what's in the sale and what we're gonna buy, and buy. I find it a bit gross, and I think we're missing the point if all that Christmas is about is what is the latest fad. And I don't like my children talking to me about adverts that they've seen. I'm like, oh, really? I just don't like it. Anytime adverts are on the telly and the girls are like, that looks amazing, I'm always like, yeah, but it's very well shot, it's very well lit, it looks great, but is it the reality? Is that toy that good? And I know there'll be some parents out there that'll be like, you're such a party pooper, but I didn't grow up having excessive amounts of toys. I had toys, I had nice things, but I never went home and went, I want. Me and my sister weren't brought up in that way. We were very appreciative of what we have, and I still feel like that as an adult, and I think it's a good quality to have. It's nice. There's nothing wrong with having nice things. There's nothing wrong with aspiring to have things, but it's when it becomes like an expectation that I dislike. I really dislike it when children are expecting of, well, I have to have that because such and such at school has got that. I'd rather teach my children that yes, you can have nice things, yes, we can, you know, we can have those things, but also that if I say you can't have it, or I can't afford to get it, or, you know, if somebody else hasn't got it because their parents can't afford to have it, then it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, and it shouldn't matter to who you are as a person. And if it's a case of, well, the kids will get picked on if they don't have that thing, well, then your kids need to toughen up, and that's what I'll be teaching my children, toughen up. I went to school, and I blame my dad for this, I went to school in cheap trainers and got the piss ripped out of me for them until I could afford to buy my own. And you know what? It made me a better person. It made me harder, it made me appreciate more, it made me work for the things that I've got. And do you know what? It's character building. So yeah, I kind of went off topic there, but I just don't really like the obsessive materialism thing. It's just not for me. Each to their own, of course, and if you want to lavish your children with gifts, then absolutely do that if that feels good for you. But for me personally, it's about having 1 or 2 main presents, and even those main presents at 6 years old and 4 years old aren't excessive. They're not, because you know, I know that there's only one place it goes, and that's more and more expensive, and probably, you know, it just, you've kind of got to set your bar. And then both me and Ross have always just got loads of little daft presents. They might be from Poundland, they might, you know, they're just small presents that the kids get to open, so they feel like there's lots of presents, but they're really inexpensive. And you know what, the crazy thing about it always is, it's those presents they end up loving more than the big presents. So I don't know why we do it to ourselves. I think often it's just a show of other parents showing off a lot of the time. And I know I've mentioned this on a video maybe last year, but seeing people do pictures of all their gifts and posting it into groups on Facebook or online and going, is this enough, is gross. So please stop doing it. So my hack for parents this year, Brooke wanted a massive teddy, you know, one of those massive actual like life-size human big adult size teddies. And I couldn't possibly bring myself to get her that because I don't want one. And actually last year my sister-in-law was gifted one, and me and Ross laughed so much about it. We laughed so much about the thought of if somebody ever gifted us a teddy that size, and how quickly that teddy would be removed from our house, because Ross would have been like, that ain't coming in here. So, and we laughed so much about it. I couldn't possibly, now that Ross isn't here, go and get Brooke one of those teddies. It would be absurd, so I'm not going to do it. But obviously I want to keep the magic of Christmas alive, and I really think we probably only got this year with Brooke. She's so savvy, it's stupid, and already apparently the tooth fairy isn't real. Grandad told them that the tooth fairy, but she asked outright, and so neither Brooke or Texas, not 1 year have we had of the tooth fairy, which is great, because Brooke's tooth fell out at Grandad's house, and Grandad gave Brooke £10. Sorry, when did the tooth fairy get so rich? You know, when did that happen? So it's quite good the tooth fairy's not here, but I'd quite like to keep Father Christmas alive a little bit longer, you know, keep Father Christmas going, even if it's just for me. So yeah, I've got to be a little bit clever. So I didn't want to make, you know, Christmas rubbish, because she really has asked for this present. So me and my mother-in-law came up with this ploy, and this is what I've done. Because Brooke is a really kind-hearted little girl, and she does always genuinely think about other people and about other children who maybe don't have as much as her, I've written her a letter, okay, in my best Father Christmas handwriting, and I really did think about it, and then I burnt all the edges, because I don't know why, it just seems like oldly, like, ooh, it's from somewhere magical, and put a little ribbon on it. And the letter says that, it says, "Dear Brooke, I know that this is what you wanted. Unfortunately this year the elves haven't been able to make that many of the big teddies because they've worked so hard, and so we were hoping to give those teddies to children who really don't have a lot. You know, they don't have a lot of toys, they don't have many things, and because I know you're such a kind girl, I thought you would understand if I didn't give you one this year, and I gave it to one of those children, and then he's going to leave a little teddy for her and Texas, because I don't need an argument about it, tomorrow. So that's going to be there before Christmas, so there's like a little bit of magic. I'm more excited about it than them, than they probably will be, I mean. So yeah, so that's my get out, and I know Brooke will go for that, and even though she's a cynical little 6-year-old at times, I know that she'll be mesmerised by the fact there's a letter from Father Christmas. So that's my get out. So if ever you don't want to get a certain toy, this is the thing actually, we as parents can make stuff up. I love my children and I'm very straight with them, as you know, but at the age of 6 and 4, we can lie to them. We can lie to them, it's fine. We can make up lies, like for example, when the alarm system is on and it flashes in my house, sometimes I say that's Santa watching. So it's just like those parents that say when the ice cream van plays its music that there's no ice cream left. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, people. You you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? And if you haven't got money but you want to keep the magic alive, then just make an excuse up. Children will love the story, whatever it is. So let yourself off the hook and don't be tight on yourself. If you don't want a big teddy in your house like me, don't have a big teddy in your house. It's Father Christmas's decision, yeah? It's magic. So that's my Christmas hack for you. Lie to your children. It's fine. As long as you make something pretty and you give them a pound teddy that you got at Primark, all's good. So, you know, yeah, Christmas we are going to be having at my sister-in-law's. I mentioned that the other day when I was being interviewed on Lorraine Kelly, and we're playing it down this year, I think, overall, but we're all just focusing on the magic for the children, and I think that will lift all of our spirits. The kids have been a little bit sad the last few days, as I mentioned maybe yesterday, just thinking about Ross and all that, and you know, I think New Year will be challenging for us, but we'll be okay, and we'll be better than okay. We will get through this, and we will always talk about Ross, and he will always be part of their life. And I think that's, you know, that's all we can do, and that's all we can hope for. And I thank you for all your messages, and those of you who are going through a similar Christmas to me, where you are going through it without people that you love. I'm sending you love, I'm sending you strength, and I'm telling you now that you're going to be okay, and you just have to look for the good. And if some days you just feel rubbish, acknowledge it and go, okay, I feel rubbish today, I'm useless today, and then just focus on coming through the other side. Just see it as a transition. See it like you've got to be kind to yourself, you've got to eat good food, you've got to have a bath, you've got to watch something that makes you laugh, be around people that you love, and just be kind to yourself. That's me for today, and make sure that you don't forget to enter the competition. You need to do it before 11 p.m. Wednesday the 20th of December. I had to think about that there. Oh God, is that the day? It's nearly Christmas, people. And I've wrapped all my presents. I'm a legend. I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I've done that. I never do that at this time. I usually do it Christmas Eve. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. Go into the competition. Go and win £50 worth of Amazon vouchers, £50 worth of Smith's vouchers, and £50 worth of Primark vouchers. Do it, and if you win, tell me, because I'll be super excited if it's one of you guys. Speak to you all soon. Bye.